Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Facebook. Today I want to talk about women that date men that are coming out of prison. And my cousin told me to stop looking up so much, so I'm going to try my best. But usually when I'm looking up, I'm trying to think about something. And anyway, this is the TD Watkins show, and it usually airs on Sundays, but I record this normally on Thursdays, even though it says live. If you all actually want me to do it when it's live, it will have to be on a Sunday evening, and you all have to comment and let me know. Uh, so anyway, so what I wanted to talk about today is women. Oh, and I want to thank you all for my last video that you all watched. And even though a lot of you all didn't comment in the comment section, you did send me and call me with, because most of you I know, well, all of you I know right now. And so you did call me with your thoughts about women that date bisexual men, and it was, the thoughts were all over the place. And some of the people that I thought would be really liberal about it weren't. Some of them I thought they would be really conservative about it. They weren't. So you get to learn your people, and when you think you know something, and you really don't. But anyway, so this is about women that date bisexual men. And I keep this at 10 minutes, you all, because, I know people get bored, people are busy. And so that's why I try to keep it at 10 minutes. So when you see me just cut it off, it's because I'm watching the clock and I've reached my 10-minute limit. But what I wanted to know about was uh, women that are dating, why is it saying bisexual men? I'm going to have to go back to change that. Because this is about women that are dating men that recently uh, got out of prison, and maybe they didn't even recently get out of prison. They've been to prison, and they're out, and they're trying to work, and they're trying to do the right thing. This is what you have to watch out for. And in any relationship, you got to really get to know someone. You've got to really, really get to know someone. And my main thing is with the men getting out of prison, you have to think that when they were in there, I had my coffee this morning, y'all. But you have to remember and consider that when they were in there, that they are on a strict regimen. And even when they're not, like in some prisons here, like Core Civic in Tennessee, which is one of the worst prisons, they aren't on a strict regimen but they have so many inmates that can cross from back and forth into the pods. They're constantly having to watch their back. They're constantly having to make sure that nobody's going to come behind them and stab them. They have to constantly make sure that nobody's going to slit their throat. So I think what women have the problem with is when these men get out and they hook up with them, they think it's going to be a fairy tale. And I feel like most of the time the men, they think it's going to be a fairy tale too. They think that, hey, this, everything is going to be cool. We're going to be, getting along just fine. Um, Whatever she want, I'm going to give it to them. Well, for one thing, you might have, depending on how long they've been locked up, and if depending on what their skill level was when they were incarcerated, they might not have the skills to get straight out and get a job. So that means that you may be putting all of the bills until they get a job. So think about that. Are you willing to put those bills for your man? And it might seem cute in the beginning, but as those bills start piling up and he may not be able to find anything decent, are you going to be okay with that? And say he had a real, real, real good job when he got incarcerated, but now that he's out, he's not able to get a real good job. He's somewhere maybe dishwashing, which is nothing wrong with that because it's legal. Anything that's legal is good work. But he's dishwashing. He's just doing his thing. Are you gonna be embarrassed? Think about it. Are you? Are you gonna be like, you're gonna have to do something else when maybe that's all he could get. So when you are dealing with a man that has recently been not even out of time recently, that has done prison time, not jail time, penitentiary time, you're dealing with a whole nother ball game. They may not be able to sleep when they first come home. It's too quiet. And technology, oh my goodness, technology moves and moves and moves and moves. So when they got out, they might have been putting quarters in the machine. But now, when they get out, you got to pop your card up against it. They have no idea what that is. When they got out, it might have been the flip cell phone when they went in. And now that they're out, it may be your iPhone. So you told them about it, but they don't know. And what really made me think about this was most of you ought to know me know that my ex was incarcerated. So it was tough. It was rough, you know. But what made me really think about it is with Mendizi and what is her name? Yancy. And I was watching one of my bloggers, Maisha. It's either Moesha or Maisha. Like she's young. I like to watch her. I think it's Meosha. I think it's what it is. She has the thing, in my opinion. Give me just a second. Hello? Yeah, a little bit. Let me call you right back. Okay. Sorry about that. And so anyway, so and so Yancy was talking about the different things that Mendizi did and did not do, and she was also saying that he kind of felt jealous. This is what I get from the blogger because I didn't watch it myself. So that's full disclosure. I didn't watch it, but that's what the blogger was saying. That she said that he was jealous of how far she's gotten, and that will happen. That happened with my husband. I might use that interchangeably. You all still talking about the same person, but because I had finished school, I had started doing other things, and I'm still doing other things. And sometimes they do feel like you feel like you're more educated than them. They feel like you think that you're better than them. So that's something else you have to think about. Do you feel like always having to stroke their ego because you're more ambitious, and in some instances you're not more ambitious, but because you don't have a record, you can do different things than they can do. So that's a lot because relationships are already hard, and in the beginning it's gonna be so cute, it's gonna be so fun, it's gonna be so sweet, but um but that doesn't mean it's gonna stay that way. You know what I mean? Just because it's cute now doesn't mean that that's how it's gonna stay. So you've got to be able to dig deep and build on that. And part of it is it can't just be like a sexual attraction, and it can't just be that you all are having fun together. If you're gonna make that relationship work, you're gonna have to dig deep with the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I'm gonna tell you something else. If he will never ever talk about what he saw and what happened in the penitentiary, and most of the time, if they're in there for more than a year in the pen, not jail, in the pen, they're going to see someone get killed. They're going to be in fights themselves. They are going to have to protect themselves. Point blank, period. So the man that you knew going in might not be the same man that you know coming out. And for you young women, you all have to really, really think about that. Is that truly what you want? And if you're not going to stick with it and deal with the good and the bad and the ugly, just tell them, hey, you know, I still care about you, but I'm going to have to put you in the friend category. And you know what? There is absolutely nothing wrong with us as women putting ourselves first. We don't do it enough, especially women of color. We don't do it enough. But you all, comment please. Please like my video, subscribe to my video, share, Lord have mercy. Share my videos and give me your comments. Tell me if you think that I'm wrong about that with the dating situation. Or tell me if you think that I'm right, or tell me if you've not even had any, you know, you don't know because you've never even considered dating somebody with a record or that has been incarcerated. Again, I love you all. Thank you for watching my videos. This has been the T.D. Watkins Show, and this will air on Sunday to Facebook and YouTube. Thank you.